I'd like to call our purchasing committee this 16th day of March into order. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from our February 24th meeting? Commissioner Gooch?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I've read the minutes and find everything to be in order. All 2 sentences. Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Cook. If you would, Madam Clerk, please call the roll. And I'm going to let this, as we call the roll, this will stand as our roll call as well. So this vote, when she calls your name, that's going to count as a roll call as well, instead of us having to do a roll call and approval of the minutes. So, okay.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon? Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Yes. Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketron?
Aye. I need, Virgil is trying to Zoom, so maybe they can assist him, IT can assist him. This meeting of the Purchasing Committee is being conducted electronically pursuant to Governor Bill Lee's Executive Order 16, and I would ask for a motion. Conducting the meeting electronically is necessary to protect the health, safety, welfare in light of the coronavirus. If you would, please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Do you have a motion?
Yes.
The first and the second.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion from
Second.
Commissioner Gooch and a second from Commissioner Buchanan. Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon? Did he zoom in? No. Okay. Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Yes. Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketron?
Aye. Told Commissioner Gammon to keep trying to Zoom. We'll pick him up, but we're going to move forward. First members on our agenda today is our seized handguns and rifles from the Sheriff's Department. Ms. Acton, if you would please come forward. And you're recognized in the well.
Y'all gave us permission on February 3rd to put this out for bid. All 4 of our firearms people did put in bids. There were King's Firearms, On Target Shooting, Craig's Firearms, and GT Distributors. The bid we would like to take is from King's Firearms. It's $65,250. On Target Shooting was $44,170. Craig's Firearms was $40,000. GT Distributors is $54,040.
So this is a case we're looking for the highest bid, not the lowest. All right. Everybody understand that? Okay. You've heard the recommend. Commissioner Key, question?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Was there a retail value put on these? Did someone go through and estimate what the retail would have been?
No, sir.
Okay. I guess that's very difficult to do since they're used.
It is. There's so many. There's over 166 handguns and 63 long guns. What we did is took it to the judges and through the court process for them to be legally given for us to put this out. So that part of it was not really our job to do.
Thank you.
Now, all 4 of these vendors came and looked at these guns, though.
Okay.
So they're all legal, to do this type of trade.
Okay. Any further questions? You've heard the recommendation of the Sheriff's Department to accept King's. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion from Commissioner
I'll second
Key,
it.
second from Commissioner Buchanan. Any further questions? Seeing none, call the roll.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Yes. Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketron?
Aye. Motion passes. All right, you want to just hang on? Okay, next, members, on opening new bids is under the chain link fence. For the Sheriff's Office, we have We mailed out 6 invitations. We received 1 sealed bid.
In all fairness, I had 4 of these companies call and tell us they were not able to handle what we needed. They didn't have the time and they couldn't handle it. So we did have some calls come in.
Okay, Commissioner McAdoo.
It's going to encompass the whole campus. So around the farms area, going behind the seized vehicle area, behind the maintenance area, and coming up behind the kitchen and along the wall where the towing facility is. We're going to have gates. It's going to... Right.
Is it going to be a keypad or a swipe pad?
We will use what we have, Goy Reagan, and we will also allow for the city and Smyrna Laverne and people like that to use PIN codes.
PIN codes.
Right.
Okay. So,
Get this, Mayor.
I'm
Can I
sorry.
just sit and look at this a minute?
Yeah, you can go back and sit and take a look at it. See if this meets with yours and the sheriff's approval.
For sure.
So we'll give them just a minute. You go ahead, and we'll move on to the next item on the agenda while the Sheriff's Department is taking this under consideration. While we're still here, our second opening today, members, is a metal roof replacement at Journey Home. It used to be called Rutherford County Adult Activity Center, and they changed the name to Journey Home. That is our building, and we've always owned that building. The metal roof, it's my understanding, the metal roof, the rivets or the bolts that keep it down have become rusted. And we had talked about putting a washer on and using bigger bolts or screws, and probably it's just time for some new skin. So we had 8 invitations mailed, and we had 1 sealed bid that was received. This is from Mid-South Construction. Is anybody here from Mid-South Construction? There's somebody in the back. Rob, come on up and, so we have an estimate of $97,500 and $95, and then option A is $12,566 for $12,566. Removing and replacing existing insulation is not included in this bid quote. Okay.
So the option A was to replace all the gutters and downspouts,
Okay. All right.
which will probably hold up for a while. So I didn't want to force that on this bid right away.
Okay.
So I made that an option.
Okay.
I think with just one bid, Mayor, we should take it under advisement.
Okay. All right. The recommendation from Mr. Shue is to, with only 1 bid, to take this under advisement. You want to go back and I'm sure you'll be in contact with Mid-South Construction
Yes.
at that point. Okay. All right. Is there a motion to take this under advisement at this point? It was $97,595. I'm sorry. Make a motion.
I make a motion, so moved.
Motion to
Second.
take under advisement. Have a second. And
Virgil.
yeah, Virgil Gammon is, Commissioner Gammon's now on with us. Thank you, Virgil, for joining us. So the motion is to take this under advisement. Mr. Shue, Mr. Mankin will work with this company in the next few days. Laura, if you would, please call the roll.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon?
Yes.
Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Yes. Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketron?
Aye. Okay, thank you. Next, we have HVA replacement upgrade for PAWS, our building for PAWS. Mr. Mankin, you recognized?
Thank you.
Okay, we have 6 invitations that were mailed, and we have 3 sealed bids for a new HVAC replacement at our PAWS building. And this is, it's my understanding, Ben, is it not, this is kind of a specialized, at least one of the units to provide fresh air, recirculated fresh air into the kennel area, right? Okay, first bid is from Icon Mechanical. Their bid is $364,220. It appears they have met the qualifications. All the forms that we require filled out their W-9 document to bid. Okay, $364,220. Next bid.
This is from Nashville Machine. Trying to-
Next bid is from Nashville Machine. Icon Mechanical is from Nashville, Tennessee. They're in Illinois, Missouri, Nashville. Okay. Nashville Machine Company is from Nashville, Tennessee. Their bid is $270,139. Okay, they've got all their documents attached. Okay, next bid.
From Roscoe Brown.
This is from Roscoe Brown here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Their bid is $256,942. And copies, but do they have documentation?
Yeah. There's just, they didn't
They
separate
separated.
anything.
They got copies, okay.
Yeah, they have their own.
All right.
I can't find any more of that, though, to give to Ben. I only see one copy of the bid.
Just have to make a copy when we get downstairs. Oh, here, right here. There's 7 of
They
them.
put 7 of them.
There's 7 of them.
Thank you, goodness.
They made them for Nashville Mechanical.
Indemnity. Okay, let me get this organized. Okay, so you ready for the,
So Ben will, what's your recommendation, Ben?
Yeah, Chairman Ketron, due to the many moving parts of this, I'm going to need to take this under advisement.
Okay. Recommendation from our facilities director is to take this under advisement. They'll need to go in and make sure we're getting apples for apples, especially with that specialized air return, fresh air system.
Second.
Was that a motion? Commissioner Cook will make the motion. Commissioner Buchanan will make the second. Thank you. Okay. Any questions? Seeing none. Call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon?
Yes.
Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketchern.
Aye. Our last bid to open today is the HVAC system across the street at Goldstein's building. This is quite a complicated system. It's taken us a while to get around to doing this, but it's something that has to be done. It's as all of you know, it's a very chopped up building. It's old and it's going to be expensive. Well, Mr. Chairman, Property Management, that's a recommendation if you want to bring that back up at your next meeting. Depends on, this might make a difference for you. Is this only one bid? Well, all right. We have 2 bids today. The first bid is from Icon Mechanical. And the bid here is $949,049. Okay, looks like they have all their documentation. And our second bid would be from Nashville Mechanical, Nashville Machine. This is a HVAC replacement upgrade for the Goldstein's building. The quote from Nashville Machine is $755,329. Your recommendation, Director Mankin?
Mr. Chairman, again, this is something else I would need to take under advisement to make sure that...
Okay. You've heard the request from the director to take it under advisement. Is there a motion?
I think we should take this under advisement, as well as property management needs to look into this and see what we need to do to this building. It's costing a lots of money.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's send it back to property management.
Okay. All right. So the motion is to take it under advisement and also to forward these 2 quotes on to property management for discussion. Okay. Any discussion? Have a motion and a second? Commissioner McAdoo is on the second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, call the roll.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon?
Yes.
Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketchern.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, members, mark your calendar. Our next meeting will be April 20th at 4 p.m. I want to thank I want to thank all of our bidders for coming out today, and it looks like the sheriff and Ms. Acton they've made a decision. They've reviewed this before we adjourn. We can come back up and accept your recommendation, Preble. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When we put this bid out, we were estimating about 2,800 feet of chain link fence. Because they did come out, I believe they've came out twice. Premier has to talk with our maintenance people and to actually measure everything. It's really 3,200 feet. And with the gates, the pedestrian gates, all labor included, all material, for $114,860, I feel like this is appropriate. I know we were sort of hoping for around 100,
Yeah.
but that
Okay.
really comes to you more so than me.
And you got that in your budget, right?
Yeah. Do what?
It's 65. McAdoo subtracting 65,000 from gun sales, so.
Well, that's going to law enforcement equipment for riot gear, so
I
I
like the
guess I
way
should have told y'all
like the
that.
way you think, Commissioner.
It's
Okay.
for our riot gear. So.
It was 114,860 and 72
Motion to accept.
72 cents.
Motion to accept.
Motion to accept. Second. Yeah, Commissioner McAdoo on second, and then Commissioner Key. Question.
Question, Chairman, thank you. Does this include access control? You mentioned utilizing what you have now.
Does not, but the
Okay.
gates, the cantilever gates will be there. It will require Gory Reagan to come in, which we'll work with that, to use our cards, the ESSO cards, and then our central control for people that don't have cards or a PIN number will have a call box. What's your business? You can come in, not come in, because we have a lot of truck deliveries and things, so we'll have to have that call box access.
But the sheriff's maintenance can install those or whatever's
We
necessary
will
there.
manage.
Okay.
And if you recall at the last meeting, Sheriff had testified that they had had just unwanted people wandering around and ended up in the Sallyport and, just not a
Backs of
very
our,
secured facility.
Personnel vehicles, trucks, we find them in the back of the trucks and sleeping, and
Sure. Okay.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
the chief and the sheriff's right on the money. This is something that's been needed to be done for many, many years, to be honest. And you can't do enough security around there to keep the wanderers away. And on top of that, as Preble knows, we bring in some pretty bad people, and so do other agencies. And next thing you know, somebody's going to get shot in the Sallyport someday. It's just going to happen.
Yeah. Commissioner McAdoo said been that way 30 years, been waiting to do it for 30 years. Huh?
trying to keep him out.
We have a problem with every once in a while, one may want to go home. So they take out
Yeah. Okay.
Not going to impede anybody that needs to be there, but it was just a check mark for us to see who's coming in, who's leaving.
No, he's talking about McAdoo. You can hear McAdoo. Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept a bid from Premier Fence for a total of $114,860.72. Call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Gammon?
Yes.
Commissioner Gooch?
Yes.
Commissioner McAdoo? Commissioner Key?
Yes.
Commissioner Buchanan?
Yes.
Chairman Ketron?
Aye.
Well, at least they can get it done. I think we asked for, what, 60 days?
60 days.
60, 90 days, so
Sure.
they'll start. Appreciate it.
Okay. Again, thank you all for coming and attending today. Thanks for taking an interest in Rutherford County and going to all the work. I know for those who didn't get to bid, it's yeah. Rod will bring those around. Everybody sign these bids before you come. We certainly appreciate it. Any other business to come before the committee today? Seeing none, we'll stand adjourned.